Hey y'all, Christy here. It is Saturday, November 12th, 2022. I am doing my daily accountability check-in today. Great day. Got all 5 of my critical tasks accomplished. Posted my 5 um, daily affirmations to 5 different people. And I started reading my new book. So excited. It is Outwitting the Devil by Napoleon Hill. I couldn't put it down there for a minute. I was only supposed to read 10 pages, but when it's a good book, that's kind of hard to do. So I'm like 58 pages in already. And before I get on to this and just kind of give you the preface to it, what it's about before I start going through it and picking out some things that really stood out to me, I just want to give you a generalization of what it's going to be about. But I want to go ahead and do my quote for today. It's by Bob Marley, and it's, "He's not perfect. You aren't either. And the two of you will never be perfect. But if he can make you laugh at least once, causes you to think twice, and if he admits to being human and making mistakes, hold on to him and give him the most you can. He isn't going to quote poetry. He's not thinking about you every moment, but he will give you a part of him that he knows you could break. Don't hurt him. Don't change him. And don't expect for more than he can give. Don't analyze. Smile when he makes you happy. Yell when he makes you mad. And miss him when he's not there. Love hard when there is love to be had. Because perfect guys don't exist. But there's always one guy that's perfect for you." I thought that was so perfect. It truly talks about your ideal partner. And, part of being happy and being the best version of yourself is to be comfortable in love, being in love with yourself as well as someone else. And I just thought it was interesting, how Bob Marley says he's not perfect. Just nobody's perfect. But just those small things, like him making you laugh or driving you so crazy, but then you miss him when he's not here. It describes what you really want in your relationship, your personal relationship, with your significant other. And, it's what you should strive for. I mean, I know I've been married 26 years and almost 26 years. No, 26 years. Yes, sorry. And sorry. I'm always getting my age and my anniversary like backwards. I always make myself older and then my anniversary not as long. So, but yes, 26 years, that I've been with my husband, we've practically grown up together, and there's always been good times and bad times, but part of having a healthy relationship is making it work and finding your way out of those difficult times and keep fighting and choosing one another above everything else. And so I just thought that was, a good summary of what you should be striving to get. And, some people get it right the first time and some people don't. And that's okay. It's better to have loved than never loved at all. So I just kind of thought that was interesting, because my spouse is at work. And of course I miss him, and of course he drives me insane. And I drive him insane. But I wouldn't have it any other way. I'm grateful for what I have. And I'm very appreciative that I found it so young, because I've had so long to enjoy it and experience it. And I wish that for everyone. So that's just my little tidbit on love, because it is part of who you are and your story. You know, it's not just you, it's who you bring into your world, whether it's family or friends, and or your significant other. All of these things are components of you being the best version of yourself, and you being happy and healthy just in your own skin. So all of those play a big part of that. So it's not just you saying, okay, I'm going to reinvent myself or rediscover myself. You can, but if you're missing that component of a healthy relationship outside of yourself, then are you truly going to be happy? I don't know. You know, like I said, I've been with my husband for 26 years. I couldn't imagine being without him. So, you know, that's just a little something. But anyways, so my book on Napoleon Hill, The Outwitting the Devil. I've only read the first couple chapters, and right now it's kind of going into the background of, you know, how he's been at the very bottom and was lost and felt like he was a failure and a hypocrite because he was pretty much supposed to be writing a manuscript on personal achievement and how you become successful, but yet he wasn't successful himself. So he had a lot of self-doubt and didn't believe in himself and was in a bad place. And then all of a sudden, you know, he hears this inner voice that says, this is what you're going to do, and this is how you're going to do it. And so pretty much this book is about that journey. And it was actually written in 1938, but it was so far ahead of its time that it would have been too controversial if it was published back in 1938. So the family actually held on to it for 72 years. It didn't even get published, I think, until late 2010, early 2011, because the topics that he brings up in here were just so far ahead of that time, and it's so relevant today. So, you know, it's just amazing the insight that this man had, you know, in talking about things that you can relate to right now in society. You know, of course, this was written like during the Great Depression, so, you know, it's pretty deep, and it relates right now because we're kind of like in a depression. I mean, inflation's through the roof, you know. Your dollar doesn't go as far as it used to go. I mean, people are struggling. I mean, just to buy groceries, you know, it's outrageous. I mean, you can buy like 6 things. I think I bought like 6 things, and it was nothing major, and it was already $50. I mean, it's ridiculous. So, you know, it is economically tough right now. It doesn't matter who you are. You know, it's not easy. All the basic necessities are overpriced, and, you know, you're having to work harder for less. So it's just pretty interesting, you know. But anyways, like I said, this manuscript was written in 1938, and in it, Napoleon Hill basically says that he broke the devil's code that he uses to control humans, us. It's like his tools to manipulate us into failure and into ruin, financial, emotional, any kind of ruin you can imagine. It's what he holds over us. And these tools that he uses to control us, of course, fear, procrastination, anger, and jealousy. Well, you know, I can relate to all of those. You know, I was afraid. You know, I procrastinated. I've been angry. I've been jealous because it always has seemed so easy for other people. And why was it so hard for me? Or, you know, I don't know. You know, so I can see where those things can get in your head. And then doubt, you know, fear causes doubt. Doubt causes procrastination. Procrastination causes anger. Why didn't you do it sooner? So, you know, I just thought that was pretty interesting to begin with, because it's just that little background first before you start getting into him having these conversations, this interview with the devil. And as he's going through this book and this interview with the devil, he also gives you 7 principles of good. 7 things that you can do that are good, that can allow you to win or prevail against these tools that the devil has over you, so that you can be successful. And, you know, I'm pretty sure I read a lot of them, because there was 13 principles in Think and Grow Rich. And I'm pretty sure they kind of go hand in hand, just like fear was a huge one in the last book. And I'm sure it's going to piggyback a lot, and it's going to be a lot of the same things, but just in a different context. So after I get off here, I'm going to start reading some more, because it's that good. And, you know, like I said, I'm going to be sharing it with you. And, you know, some things that stand out to me. You know, it doesn't mean they're right. It's just something that, you know, I think is interesting. But I just wanted to make sure I came on and did my check-in. And I also have one more quote from the book that I read in just those few chapters, and it was it's by Napoleon Hill, and it is, fear is the tool of a man-made devil. So, you know, like this whole thing is an interview with the devil, but like I said, you're your own worst enemy. So that is something that you hold on yourself, or hold you back sometimes from achieving things that you want to achieve, or even taking a chance, or risking things, because you have that own little demon on your shoulder, or devil, whatever you want to call it, on your shoulder, saying you can't, it's too hard, it's not the right time, you don't have enough money, wait till you have more money. So, you know, I can see why he's saying fear is the tool of a man-made devil. So, and that devil is yourself. You're your own worst enemy. Well, I am, at least. But I'm going to go ahead and call it a night as far as my video, and I will see y'all tomorrow. Remember, you are great. You're important. I believe in you. Become a champion. You matter. And I challenge you not to be afraid. And it's a challenge every day, you know, but as long as you put yourself in uncomfortable situations, you know, the fear begins to get a little less. It doesn't go away, but it tends to get a little less, and it doesn't consume you. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Delete regrets, hit reset, and unleash your new mindset. All right. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.